Well, hello, everybody. It's Beckie Belote here from Newport News, Virginia. And today is Tip Tuesday. You all thought that little thing yesterday was Tip Tuesday, but it wasn't. It was so that I didn't have to talk forever today about why I think you should consider making money at Creative Memory. So if you missed that, go check it out. But today we've got a lot of things going on. We had a promotion last week. It started last week while supplies lasted. If you spent $90, you could get one of two Border Maker cartridges for free. Okay. And so I just wanted to show you what these look like because they extended it. It's while supplies last. So I don't recommend that you wait until the very end because sometimes they run out. But I wanted to show you what they look like so you know which one to pick from. And maybe you got one last week and now this week you want to get the other one. So I just wanted to make you aware that this was still going on. Okay. So reach out for your advisor on this. If you don't have one, I would love to help you make sure you get these. All right. So I'm going to just show you those real fast. I'm going to got a lot to show, and I've got this little gig that I have to go to at 11. So, like, I am on a roll today. So let's change this. So, um, the first one is it's called Mosaic, and Mosaic, it sticks to the paper. So when you use Mosaic, the border doesn't fall off. If you want to take it off, you just, trim it off. But otherwise, it's going to be on the top of your paper. It's going to be great at the top of a border. I played around with one where I actually did it in the middle of the border, like this. You can take the trash that popped back in. Oh, this was a double one. So this was a little different. Actually, this is really crazy easy. Actually, I should show you how to do this. But I went ahead and did a double page spread with it. This is Painted Garden. It's not finished. I'll finish it probably and post it later. But I'll show you how to do that in a second. I remember because my mind is not good. The other one is dotted banner. And it does these little banners. Okay. So I mean, I see all kinds of things. You know how they have those really pretty lights, like at weddings and stuff. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But of course, if you layer them, it's definitely going to give you that banner look. That you're imagining, like at, bigger celebrations. So I wanted to show you what it looks like layered like that. You could throw in, red, white, and blue certainly would be crazy pretty. I don't have a red right now, but wow, would that be nice for your 4th of July photos. Let me just add a third color in there so that you can see how nice they are layered. I want to show you what I would do if I wanted to give a little variation here. So I just cut a scrap that had some white in it, and I'm going to just cut off some of these little things here and just show you that you could then take that and put those two little bubbles up here. Oops. You would take your adhesive and you would put adhesive on before you did this so that it stays easy. So anyways, you could get different looks by doing that. Like what if I did one on the top and then did one on the bottom? You definitely could cut out those little, all of them. I think that would be time consuming. I just wanted to show you how you can get a different look there. Another thing that you can do with this is oh, where's my blue? You can put them towards each other for a different look. You can kind of stack them a little closer to even get a different look. You can go opposite directions with these guys. You can put them close, you can put them far apart. You can, again, stack them. All right, so we're going to get a lot of looks out of this one, lots of bang for your buck. So I wanted to let you know about that. To do this little skill with the double, what you're going to need is a piece of thinner paper. So you can use our thinner cardstock. If you want to do it in the middle like I did, fold it right down the middle. If you want it to be a topper or more of a border, fold it, wherever. I would score it because I'm in a hurry. I'm not going to score it right now because I know that I can do this probably. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to score it because I say that and then it's not going to be even. And then you all are going to make fun of me behind my back. Like, oh my gosh, Becky did it again. So again, you can do it in the middle. You can do it somewhere else. I'm going to give it maybe 2 inches. Oh, that's perforated, but that'll work too. That I got it. I actually need to change my back strip. Sometimes I do this on purpose to show you what it looks like. If you perforate, it's not supposed to go through like that. But anyways, I'm gonna just move forward and hope that this works out. I know that y'all just want to trade me in sometimes. All right, so we're gonna throw that in there. And to do 2 pieces of paper all at a time, I do recommend again a designer print because it's thinner. Some of our new pieces of paper that came out in that card, I forget what they called it. It wasn't cardstock buffet, but they were thinner. Our shimmer papers are thinner. They're going to work nicely doubled up like this. I don't know that I would do cardstock. You might be asking for a jam. All right, so now what you have, ooh, this is pretty actually the way it is. I'll fold it and everything. But if you open it up, then you have the double, okay? So really quick way to do a really super pretty border, okay? So that's all I've got for those. Those are available for free. All right, you can get them for free. You just have to spend $90. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's not because we all need scrapbooking supplies. And it's great to get something for free. And if you don't get it for free, you're probably going to be paying way more than what it's valued at because people they get really obnoxious and try to sell them for really high prices, even though they got them for free. So, anyways, kind of keep that in mind. This is a great way to get them. You're going to love them. All right, so I'm going to show you a technique today. You can do it with your border punches. You can do it with your border maker cartridges. I'm going to start with a border maker cartridge, but I'm going to show you how to do it regardless of what tool you want to use. And I am going to do it today with a new line that just came out. We have that Enchanted line. I didn't have it last week, so I couldn't show you, but there's Enchanted Wizard for our Harry Potter friends. And then we have another one called Enchanted Princess. And I'm going to be working with that, so I already have it out. The Enchanted Princess, these are more pastel colors. Each of these paper packs have sticker packs with 3 strips of stickers in them. So Enchanted Wizard, Enchanted Princess. We have a fireworks punch that came with the collection. And we also have the tiara. It's a little crown. I don't know if you can see that. Border maker cartridge that came with that. It also came with mats. Now, I feel really bad because I saw this color and I thought they only had mats for the wizard, but this line, one side is wizard and one side is princess. So I really love that about these mats. So for my loyal customers, if you bought the princess and I didn't get you the mats, please remind me that you want the mats because you're gonna like these. They're gonna match really nice. Okay, so that is the collection. If you get the collection before Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will get 10% off the collection. So I think instead of in the 90s, it's like 82.50 for all of these things. So great collection. Wanted to remind you about that. All right. So I am going to put these out of my way briefly, and I'm going to grab some paper to show you a really cool design. All right, so I'm going to build um, I'm going to build on purple ice today. Purple ice is going to be a great color with the princess line. So this is going to be my base that I will build on. I have grabbed 2 pieces of paper here. You really can get away with 1 piece of paper. I think I'm going to do it with 1. I'm going to do it with 1. All right. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to score it. I'm going to change that little perforating guy out of there and grab my scoring blade. I'm going to score it at 6. If you don't have a scorer, you definitely, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it this way. All right. All right. So nice score. All right. If you don't have the score, doing it in half is pretty easy to do. You can just line up the corners if you know you have a nice square piece of paper. All right. And then what we're going to do is we are going to use our board here to pick a middle. All right, so on this, you want to pick your side, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what side I'm going to use yet. So I'm just going to do a little small dot so that you can see it. I'm going to mark it at the 6. All right. And then you're going to grab, because we're doing this one with the border maker, we're going to grab our border maker cartridge. I'm going to throw that new cartridge in it, the Tiara. I can find it. It's missing. Here it is. Oh gosh, my view is not clean. It's because I'm in a hurry that this kind of crap stuff happens. Let me see if I can clean up my screen. I think my head probably went under it. Sometimes says stop focus. All right, come on. Come on now. Don't mess with me. Oh, for goodness gracious. Might have to abort and come back later. Daggone it. My bird is talking. Oh, goodness. Ah, phew, that was a close one, right? All right, so we're gonna put the end in that has the dot in it that we just drew. By the way, I did do the dot on the open side. And you're gonna punch with your border maker, but we're gonna skip the first, we're gonna go to the second, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other end. We're gonna skip the first and go to the next one. All right, then what we're gonna do is pull it out. And we're going to flip our border maker cartridge upside down and we're going to use it as a punch. This one has a prominent middle because we have 2 crowns here. And so right in the middle here is pretty obvious. You can put a dot there if you want to, but I don't think you really need to on this. It's going to be pretty obvious. And so you're gonna make sure that that little dark mark that you did is right there in the middle, right? All right, so there we have it. Now I'm gonna get rid of my scraps here. All right. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on our mat, not down at the edge, but somewhere in the middle on a line. So this nice line here is lined up on one of my lines on my mat. You're gonna grab your circle cutter. I'm cutting at an 11-inch. So this little thing I've moved and I've tightened to the 11-inch mark here. There's a little crosshair that I've lined up with the 11. I am going to take, this is a compass. This is the little sharp point of your compass. I want it to be centered on that little black mark that we put on that edge. And then I want these little Humpty Hump guys. to be lined up with this line. Okay, and that makes it perfect. So again, I am lining, oh, get it back on the line. I'm going to go like this. I can see that that is in the middle, and I'm going to keep moving it until this little Humpty Hump right there is lined up with that line. All right, and then I'm going to cut, but I'm going to start cutting here and go this way and then this way so it doesn't get tangled on my decoration there. It just seems to do better that way. Okay, making sure that it's cut all the way through before I pull it away, and see how I'm going to just take my chances, and I'm going to think that that's perforated enough. Yeah. All right. So then what I'm going to do, I like that I kept it together, but now I am going to cut it apart. I feel like it's wise to keep that together so that it can't really move much, so that you have a perfect mirror image. And now I'll do the pink side up so you can see better. I'm gonna this is still 12 inches wide. I'm gonna line up this little Humpty Hump there at the 6 so that I know that it's being cut nicely in half. All right. All right, so there we have it. Now, what I'm gonna do is show you some things that you can do with this. All right. I've done a whole bunch of different looks with this so that you can see that this is a formula. It's not something that you have to do exactly like this. You can kind of play with it. So one thing that you can do is you can put this guy here, and use the reverses of your circles. So I could put this here. What I would do, these little things tend to break pretty easy, so I'm going to snip those off. So that they're not going to be in my way. All right. And so you've got a kind of a cool look there. All right. And I can put it over here. I can put it like this. What else can I do? I can do this. Put it. What were some of the other ideas that I had? I like it kind of up at the top because it's kind of like a border up at the top, right? All right. You can do it like this. All right. So we have lots of different looks with this. All right. I haven't done one like, let's see, I haven't done one like this yet. So let's just say that I'm going to have this for my look today. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to show you some other looks. And then I'm going to show you how to do the same skill. This was done with the Border Maker cartridge. I'm going to show you the same skill with, oh, by the way, I have to show you this. Oh my goodness, because I'm not going to finish this in front of you. Got to show it. This is a matching mat that goes with this line. And what I did, this is the firework, guys. Is that the prettiest flowers you've ever seen? And then I made this vase out of the free, what's it called? Dotted banner chain. And to do that crazy easy, I used, let's see, it doesn't matter what I use, does it? You can just take a piece of paper where you like the front and the back, fold it over a little bit. You're going to put that cartridge back in. This is the dotted banner, the free one that you can get for spending $90. And we're going to do the kind of the same thing we did with the Mosaic. I'm going to line this piece of paper up with my Border Maker cartridge. So I'm putting it in level with the black that you can see here, the cartridge kind of sticking out is what I did. One thing you do want to do so it doesn't get tangled is really make sure it's nice and creased. All right. And then I'm just gonna, it's not lined up, is it? There we go. All right. And then what you do is kind of cut it off. So I cut here and not all, so I did the top, but not the bottom. So I'm gonna kind of keep the bottom connected for the base of my vase. So then you get this kind of look. Is that the cutest? And then you can let whatever color show through that you want. In my case, I didn't want the color to show through because it was on a mat and I didn't want the lines to show through. So I took my third biggest oval and cut with the green on the inside, a piece of paper that was on the back of this same piece of paper. So it was kind of a contrast, really pretty vase there. All right, I hope you like it. All right, so that takes care of that. All right, so let me show you the other looks real fast so that I can get to my appointment at 11. And so you can have your life back as well. So this next one I made with US of Yay. Really pretty paper pack. And I did it this way. All right, so you can see I did the circle this direction and then the other one in this direction. I actually used the fireworks punch for fireworks. All right, so that's a look. That's with US of Yay. I thought about using the laser borders with this because they are so stinking pretty, but I thought this was enough. You know, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And I thought it was enough busyness here without adding the really pretty laser borders, but you should get the laser borders if you don't already have them. This is a page that I showed last week with the laser borders. So these are pre-cut, already cut laser borders that you can add. I added this to the Washington, D.C., which matches US of Yay. So US of Yay, super pretty collection. It's going to be great for your 4th of July stuff and military stuff and all that. All right, so this is what the laser borders look like. If you haven't seen them, I love storing them in the 2.5 by 12-inch fill-in file sleeves. And that way I can see them nicely to see which ones I have left. All right. Another idea that I made, now this was also, so that last one, ooh, I need to point that out. Gosh, I almost forgot to tell you a customer service thing. This is the banner flag, I think it's called. And if there's any left, they are on sale. They're usually $28.50, and the last time I was on there, they were only $18. So if you don't have this one, this is a great one to get about now. Okay. So that one I made with a border punch. This one I made with the silver and gold line. And so this one, I put the circles facing each other here, and I put the shell on this side for another really pretty look. I used the metallic gold with the fireworks to do kind of a sunshine there. All right. I added, this is a metallic sticker that I added there. And this time I used a punch that if you don't have it, you definitely want it. The damask border punch. Damask. I think that's how you say it. But I don't know. I wouldn't copy me because I make up things all the time. All right, and then next, the last one I did, this one I did with Painted Garden. And this time I nestled them back together. So this is the irregular piece. I flipped this piece and put it in the middle. This time I used an oldie but goodie that's been around so long that if you don't have this, you should get it because that means it really could go at any time. And this is called Mandala Burst. It's always been one of my favorites. All right, so I used Mandala Burst. This was a sticker from the Painted Garden collection that I put there. A mat from Painted Garden. I added a little embellishment here and a little sticker and some little blackberries over here. Super pretty, huh? All right, so to do that skill, piece of paper. It's not that much different from what you just learned. My piece of paper prepared. Choose this one. All right. So we have FedEx out front, so they're gonna bark. So to do this, same idea. Go ahead and either fold or squirt on, fold it for time's sake. Fold it very carefully so that the edge is lined up. It's not too hard to fold at this at a 12 piece of paper. You're going to do the same thing you did last time. You're going to find the middle. So we're going to use our board in the middle. This time it doesn't matter. It's going to be cut off. So I'm going to put some more prominent so that you can see. All right. And then what you're going to do is pick whichever of these border punches that you want. Could I pick a different one that I haven't done yet? How about I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't just because of time factor. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your piece of paper in so that it's level with the edge and mat. Do the same thing on the other side. Put it up against the ledge and match. Your last one, you're going to do upside down at that dot. So I'm going to put it in. This particular one has a beautiful middle. So it's very easy to see your dot right at that peak there so that you know that you're not just guessing about the middle. All right. Once you do that, you can, on the 4th of July one, I left my notches. On this one, I am going to cut them. Oh gosh, I did it on the wrong side. All right. So you were supposed to do it on the open side. So what we're going to do, we're going to save the day. I am going to cut the notches. Actually, I cut the notches on all of them, except for the one on the red, white, and blue paper. I left the notches on that one. All right. I am also going to cut here. Am I not? I'm not going to do it yet. Hopefully this is going to come out. I think it will. All right. And so I'm going to fold it the other way so you can see a little bit better. All right. And then we're going to, this is a little trickier than the other one because we don't have a nice straight line. However, we still have a very prominent middle, and that's where your compass is going to go. So we want that middle on that dot with this hump lined up with this line. Why this line? Because that's where the paper should be, is on that line. Okay. So I'm going to put this here. Once I put that, I just make sure you can see where the middle is here and keep going until that hump is on that line. And then you're going to be pretty good. All right. So I'm going to hold here. I'm going to lift up and not cut until I'm up here. All right. So I'm cutting here to go this way. I'm lifting again and then this way. And that way it will not get cut on my decoration. So hopefully this is going to work beautifully. You should do it twice. All right. And then the only thing that I need to do to fix this, and if you did it on the cut edge, this would not happen. But so it's not an emergency, right? All right. And then here, these are going to be sealed together too. I'm going to go ahead. You can use your trimmer, throw it in there to be more precise. Long scissors would have been best to have on this. All right. And so there we have it. So this is not pretty, not a pretty color combination. Let me show you it on white. You do want to make sure the front and the back of your piece of paper looks pretty together. So there we have that. And then here you could do, actually, this is not so bad. It looks kind of different. All right. Put it back in. Play with the different angles. and get a totally different look. I like to put the decorative edges towards the edge, and that way you can build, on the page. All right, so I hope that makes sense. I hope that sounds super easy. Um, I love that you watch me. I thank you so much for paying attention to what I do. I do love what I do. I am grateful for your support. And if you need an advisor, if you don't, please make sure you go to your advisor, give somebody credit for your sale. We so appreciate it. We work hard. And again, thank you so much. And I hope you can try these formulas with your punches and with your paper supplies. Thanks so much and have a great week. Bye.